Hello everyone, and welcome to another episode of Extinct Bricks Originals. And continuing on with our winter series, we're going to feature the Alaskacephale. And here's the making of our Alaskacephale. So starting off, we have here our base figure, which is a beta prototype, and we're going to cut it off in the marked edges. As you can see here, I'm going to use my Dremel tool to cut the tail off and also the body in half. We're also going to cut the head off as well. So as you can see here, I have connected them both so that it would look like a pachycephalosaurid. So once that is done, we're actually going to use a non-sag epoxy, equal parts A and B, mix them up together, and we're going to sculpt on all of the figure. So first up, we're fixing up the mid half of the body, and then of course we're going to put the same into the tail as well. And then of course we're going to sculpt some more on the head. Now here, we're adding in several details on the head by putting in worms of clay here, and we're going to somehow cut it in several indentations, so that it looks like those details on the back of the pachycephalosaurid. And here is how it looks like after it has been wet sanded and cured. Now heading off with the painting. So we have primered this one with Boston number 68 in gray, and after it has been dried for around an hour, we're ready to paint. Of course, we're going to use here several paint brushes of different sizes, some acrylics, and of course some water. Let's paint. So first up, we're going to mix here some white and a little bit of yellow ochre and burnt amber, and we're going to paint it on the lower sections of the pachycephalosaurid. Eventually, I ended up painting it on the entire body because I wanted to have a smooth transition between the lighter sections and also on the darker sections as well. So here I've mixed the same colors with a little bit of forest green, and we're painting it on the top half of the pachycephalosaurid. Now we're creating some details on the legs and also on the arms as well. Once that is done, we added several more tones of greens and a little bit of yellow ochre into it, and then we're painting on some details. Continue on painting some details on the creature. I went on ahead and continued on with the stripes on towards the tail to make it more interesting. Now here's a mixture of some vermilion red and a little bit of brown, and we're painting it on the knobs and also some spikes and horns on the head of the pachycephalosaurid. Now we're ending up with painting some more details. So this is a darker shade of green, and this will be colored on the beak section of the pachycephalosaurid as well as around the eyes. And so we let this dry, and here's how it looks like. Adding some more detail to it will finish the figure. And off to go with our next portion of the video, which is the announcements of the Guess SPC contest winners. Here are our lucky picks: Ellie Joriel, Asalip, Benja Vargas, Christopher Craig, Emperor of Tunes, Shal Atsabat, Agan, Lasahong, Saracino Cyrus, and Jabdi Jurassic fan. Congratulations everyone! And now for our top 10 winners.
Top 10.
Goji Fan at Ison.
Top 9.
Somnosis Microcephalus.
Top 8.
Connor Fripp. Bacon
Top
Bird.
7. Top 6.
Lego Vietnam Bricks.
Top 5.
Labgo Oppo F11.
Top 4.
Rain Mark, 11 years old boy.
Top 3.
Colton Todd,
Top 2.
Dino Beast,
Top 1.
Cretaceous Bricks. Congratulations everyone, and I'll see you in the next guest SPC contest. For those of you who'd like to join, here's how. Just click on the Extinct Bricks icon and it will lead you to the Extinct Bricks homepage, and in the homepage just click on the community link to see all our posts. And now for a closer look on our
Hi there everyone,
Alaskacephale.
and this is actually part of our our winter special for this month. Actually, it was intended to be for December. However, since there are several instances that have happened during December, so we will have to extend this particular series up until January. Well, nonetheless, moving on, this is our Alaskacephale. And of course, Moira Hill will be coming back later on for some size comparisons. So let's take a look at this very simple custom that we have. So you've seen the making this one earlier on, and you would recognize that the paint scheme is actually based on the original Kenner Pachycephalosaurus, the smaller one that we had, not the original one with the big bluish tinge. This is the greenish Pachycephalosaurus with red knobs and a yellow dome on its head. Alright, so I tried as much as possible to make it as detailed as I can, even though the size of this particular figure is quite small. So you can see that I actually used the beta here, the beta prototype for this particular figure. So you can see that I've changed much so the positioning of the head and the neck, as well as the arms. The sickle claw were removed as well, and the tail area is actually redirected. And so yeah, that's it for our closer look, and it actually attaches here to our base plate, as you can see here, and so that it's much more stable. The eyes are red as well, so it's technically the same color scheme as that of the Kenner toy line by the Pachycephalosaurus there. However, this is a Alaskacephale. I would like to do several of these, but since I don't have a lot of base figures that I have for this, so we're just making one. Alright, so moving on to the next one, which is the size comparisons. Alright, so Moira here is back for some size comparisons, and as you can see here, our Alaskacephale is definitely smaller than our regular minifigure, as the same as this particular photo reference over here. So the Alaskacephale is technically a smaller species of Pachycephalosaurus, and as those of you who know me, actually I am a fan of this particular species of dinosaurs, the Pachycephalosaurids. So we'll be comparing the the Alaskacephale with some of our Pachycephalosaurs that we had already here on this particular channel, and let's move along. So first up, we have the smaller ones that we've done so far here on this channel, and this one is the Gravitholus. So the Gravitholus is actually one that is mentioned in the Jurassic Park novel, and that is the reason why I made this one. So this is the Gravitholus. Alright, so for those of you guys who haven't seen this yet, please check it out. It has a lot of articulation to it. It can move its head like so, up, down, around, and of course it can move its head as well, its legs as well. So yeah, like that. Alright, so moving along to the next one. This is the Stegosaurus from Jurassic World Alive. It actually uses a much more primitive or an older base figure of a dinosaur. So yeah, so probably moving forward, since I like the style of this so much, I'll be using this as my base figure for most of my smaller Pachycephalosaurus, although it has not much of articulation, but very similar to the Stegosaurus as well. But yeah, I like the way it was actually made, and probably one of my favorite figures so far. Right, so we also have here Homalocephale. Yeah, this is actually based off from the JPOG game, one of my favorite Jurassic Park games. I do like the way it looks. It's still, it's a bit, how I painted from a few years back, compared to how I paint my dinosaurs now. It's much more detailed in a sense. And speaking of, doing dinosaurs that are from way back, this is my previous Pachycephalosaurus as well. So comparing it in terms of size, you can see that definitely it is much smaller than this particular dinosaur. Moving back to a smaller Pachycephalosaurid, here is my version of the Dracorex Hogwartsha. This one is inspired by the coloration or the color scheme of the Jurassic World Mattel toy line. So orange, some browns, as well as mocha colors. This one, however, is inspired by the TV series Primeval. So it has, or it sports, several details to it, additional details such as this fan shape, or what do you call this, sail shape of some sort on the back of the creature. So that is the Dracorex. Alright, so moving along with one of my favorite characters in Jurassic World Dominion, this is the Stygimoloch. So yeah, so the Stygimoloch sports, of course, a very elaborate ornamentation of horns or knobs on the back of its head. So I really like the overall design of the Stygimoloch here, although this one is technically larger than what we expect of a Stygimoloch. Well, nonetheless, it's a far improved version compared to the Stygimoloch that Lego released. This one, the Stygimoloch Lego, I like this one better than, of course, the Lego version. That is why I made this particular figure. See the difference here. Alright, so, and of course, my favorite of all time, the Pachycephalosaurus. Alright, so we have here one that I made from a few years back. It has a lot of articulation to it. I like the coloration in this one, and yeah, it's actually the largest of the species of Pachycephalosaurus. And comparing it with the Alaskacephale here, you can see the difference in terms of size. And but the head in itself, the head sculpt is very similar. These two dinosaurs would have similar head sculpts, at least. Alright, and that's it for the size comparisons of our Alaskacephale. We can now move along with, and here is about all the family of Pachycephalosaurus that I have so far here on this particular channel. If you do have other suggestions of other creatures that you'd like to see here on Extinct Bricks, then of course please comment them down below in the comment section. Also, Mora here would like to remind you guys that all that you see here is actually available in our Extinct Bricks playlist. Check it out, guys. But I'll be placing in individual links of the costumes that you see here, so that you won't have to go through all 400 and plus videos that I have uploaded so far here on this channel. Alright, so let's go and move along with our Extinct Bricks species roll call. Let's start from this side, shall we? So this is our Extinct Bricks Jurassic World Fallen Kingdom Stygimoloch. This is our Extinct Bricks Jurassic Park novel Gravitolus. This is my very first Extinct Bricks Jurassic World Lego game, Pachycephalosaurus. This is my version of the Extinct Bricks Jurassic World Alive Stegosaurus. This is our Extinct Bricks Jurassic World or Jurassic Park Pachycephalosaurus. This is my Lego Sigimaloc. This is my version of the Extinct Bricks, Primeval, and oops, sorry, and Jurassic World, Dracorex, Hogwarcha, and of course this is my version of the Jurassic Park Operation Genesis, Homalocephale. And of course the start of the show here, this is our Extinct Bricks Jurassic World or Jurassic Park inspired Alaskacephale. Alright guys, and that is another video for our winter collection. I hope you guys enjoyed this one. We will be moving along with our last video for our winter series on the next video, so watch out for it. I'll see you guys next time.
Thanks everyone for watching, and please don't forget to support our other channels, CB Toy Universe and The Adventures of Moira and Usher. Please watch their videos and support their channel by subscribing. And as we always would say, let your inner Dino Rig roar! Thanks everyone, and bye!